Hello everyone, Jacob here. Once again, package received today, another lottery prize, and this is from one of my, I think one of the channels on here on YouTube in the VC that I have to be careful what I say now. One of the channels that I look up to the most, simply because the content and the level of information and knowledge and the way that the channel presents, the way that the guy who runs the channel presents himself and just really educates everyone watching the videos is just astounding to me, and it's just something that I aspire to one day be able to do the same. This guy is one of the, he's one of the professionals in the VC, where many of us are just amateurs, in my opinion. I received the package today from Paul, who is the channel BarakaPDub. You all know Paul. I'm sure that you all follow him. If you don't, you should be following him. So check out BarakaPDub. Is the channel. I'm gonna leave a link below here, because he's been around for a long time, much longer than I have, and yeah, it's just it's. I don't really know how to explain it better than he's a professional and I'm just an amateur. I think that he is very, very articulate and has quite a collection that I think most people would be jealous of, and I am so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so surprised that Paul apparently watches some of my videos. He has commented on some of them recently, and he actually commented on one today asking me, "Have you still not received my package? I'm worried that somehow it might got lost on the way to Denmark here." But nope. As I wrote to you, Paul, the package arrived today. It's a big one, and from the customs form, it says that there should be 2 vinyl records inside, and I think 1 CD as well, which is already way too much to send me. I'm very grateful that you, just like everybody else who has been sending me stuff, want to to send me something, even though I am so far away. You spend a lot of money on postage, $51.50, and then sending me 3 items. Yeah, it's the level of generosity continues to amaze me, and a lot of people have been commenting on that. Also on my videos, that people are just so generous, and so yeah, they're just so cool, actually. I don't have a better word for it. So 2 records inside. Let me just look in the and some bubble wrap. Look at my spreadsheet here. So Paul had the letter U. So there should be some items in here that has something to do with the letter U. Now there's a note I can feel. Let me just look at the note. And there are spoilers in here I can read already now. So I'm gonna read, because I've already seen a band name. I'm just gonna read the note out to you. Jacob, my letter was a bit of a challenge, as there are not too many bands out there beginning with the letter U. I could go with U2, UB40, UFO, or Uriah Heep, but I feel these bands are all too well known. For the album I selected, this is a new release from 2018, and here comes the band name. Unknown Mortal Orchestra is hard to pigeonhole into one specific genre. You could just call them alternative, since that covers a broad spectrum of anything that is not classically rock by definition. I always hated that label. Anyway, I hope you don't have it. Secondly, I hate just sending one album. Very generous once again. So I am including one that precedes the letter U in the English alphabet. This is my favorite album by the OCs. And again, I am hoping you don't have this one either. Lastly, I hope you don't mind a little NASA paraphernalia. Since I work for the agency, I have some access to goods, which I would like to share with any of my VCLT packages. Best regards, Paul, aka BarakaPDub. Cool. I can't wait to see the NASA paraphernalia. That will be awesome. I don't have anything by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. I don't have anything by the OCs. I know both bands and I like what they do. Unknown Mortal Orchestra, I know primarily from the Multi Love album, which I've listened to on Spotify. And there was an interesting story about that album, about the how he got the title Multi Love, and I think that that might be a story for a different video, because I have some goods to show here. Wow, this is awesome. This is so cool. So the NASA paraphernalia that Paul has included is a badge, I guess, to sew onto a jacket. Says Kelly, and then it says a lot of stuff in Russian, in Cyrillic letters, right? So this means something, I'm sure. So it has the American flag, it has the Union Jack, and it has the Russian flag. So this must be some sort of coordinated something. I'm not too big on NASA history or on space history. There's this really cool sticker, which I feel like I should also know the story behind, but I don't. I'm sorry, Paul. Oh, it says so in the back. Expedition 52 patch description. I'm gonna look at that later. It's a very long text, and I can see that I can't read that now in this video here. And then another cool sticker. This is Expedition 45. Look at that. That is amazing. So, oh, there's more. What the hell is this? This is a coin. Exploring the moon, discovering Earth, celebrate Apollo 4. The Apollo, Roman letters, Roman numbers, Apollo 17. Yeah, that must be Apollo 17. 40th anniversary official commemorative. This medallion contains a medal flown to the moon on Apollo missions. Look at that. Look at that cool coin here. Can you see that at all clearly? Let me just hide my ugly face here. That is awesome. Thank you very much, Paul. This is, and there's more. Wow. So there's a 2019 International Space Station calendar. This is awesome. Denmark actually had its very first ever astronaut in space a couple of years back. A guy called Andreas Mogensen, and was he on the International Space Station? I think that maybe he was. And the whole country, I mean, we're only like 5.5 million people here. The whole country went berserk that we had a Dane in space for the first time ever. Um, this is a really cool calendar. I'm sure that there are some very cool pictures and descriptions inside here. My no, this has all to do about NASA now. Forget about the records. No, sorry. Oh man, Expedition 56 Commander Drew Fustel. I don't know. Photographed by ESA astronaut Alexander Gerst during EVA 51. This is awesome. Thank you very much, Paul. And I can see that it has a lot of on the various dates here. It has a lot of trivia on space-related, space-related trivia. That's awesome. Thank you so very much. I think one of my favorite films ever is 2001: Space Odyssey. I love Stanley Kubrick. I'm a big Kubrick fan. I'm such a big Kubrick fan that I even loved Eyes Wide Shut, his last film, that it seemed like everybody just hated, and I loved it from start to finish. There's just this really cool vibe in that film. Anyways, we're not here to talk about films or NASA or whatever. So, this is the OCs, A Weird Exits. I'm guessing this is the latest album from the OCs. Did it say on here? It doesn't say. I think this is their latest album. Correct me if I'm wrong, Paul. The OCs I know a little. I don't know as well as I know Unknown Mortal Orchestra. But I'm really excited about getting this and about listening to it very soon. So made in CC. So this was made in the Czech Republic, and then flown to United States. Ended up in Texas, and then we sent it back to Europe, to Denmark. That is awesome. Okay, so it didn't say CD on the customs form. It said some other stuff. That's fine, because I got some cool NASA stuff. So Unknown Mortal Orchestra, Sex and Food, right? Yeah, it's the album. The singles that I heard from this album, I really enjoyed, and it's been praised a lot. This album here, and like I said, I remember when Multi Love came out, I really liked the title track and some of the other singles that were released from that album. If I remember correctly, the musical styles on this album has changed a bit from Multi Love. But I heard the first single of this, and I really enjoyed it. So I cannot thank you enough, Paul, for sending me this. So this was for the letter U, Unknown Mortal Orchestra, and because Paul is such a nice guy, he has a principle that he can't just ship out one album. So he sent me also the OCs, and then some really awesome NASA stuff. Something that I, living in Denmark would never ever, get my hands on. I hope that one day I can go to the States, maybe visit some of you guys, if possible. Go to some of the major cities and explore. Maybe even visit NASA. This commemorative coin is just amazing. Cool. And then of course the calendar, which I will be checking out and reading up on. There are a lot of stories in here I can see. A lot of information, a lot of trivia facts. I'm gonna pin this up somewhere on my wall. I don't know where yet. I'll find a spot for it. Paul, thank you so very, very much. This was this was basically too generous of you. I am so thankful for this. I have your address on the package here. I'm saving the addresses of everyone that are sending me stuff, and if I find something that just screams out your name, screams out Paul, for instance, there's the note. I will be picking it up. Maybe something Danish. I'm sure that there's something Danish that you would like, that you would probably not be able to get your hands on so easy. I'll be more than happy to send some stuff your way. So thank you so much. That's it for this video. It's getting late. I'm off to bed in a moment. I'm just gonna upload and then get my ass to bed. Get up very early tomorrow morning, as always, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to I'll be able to listen to some of the stuff that I got recently. So yeah, this is Jacob signing off. Thank you, Paul. Follow BarakaPDub if you don't already. Link below. Follow me on Facebook, Moen Rock, M-O-E-N Rock. On Instagram, M-O-E-N Rock. If you want to see what's on my turntable, I post every single record that I listen to. So check it out if you want to. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.